Welcome back, folks. With me, Phil Turrell. You're watching part 3 of the Megaman X3 Let's Play. So, we're going to do a little bit of item cleanup in this part. We're going to start off with Blizzard Buffalo, or Blizzard Buffalo, if you want to go with the anime cutscene misspelling. Anyways, the heart tank for this level is really easy to get once you get the right armor, which, again, if you get the right armor fairly early in Blast Horse level by just, dying and after getting the right armor and then just continue along normally, then, you'll have no problem getting this item. And in reality, I mean, what I kind of do also, answer's right here, just punch these ice blocks and then get the heart tank. Sometimes in certain playthroughs, I'll just play Blast Horse level first to get the right armor and die on purpose. But, we don't have to worry about that. I got it fairly early, but not super early. The next level we're going to go to is Talk to Seahorses level, and we're going to speed it up quite a bit. You just want to get to the water section, and once you get to the water section, you're going to get, you're going to make sure you want to have the arm parts, and then you're going to make sure you have the frost shield. You're going to charge up, ride it up, and get there. And I believe that will give us the kangaroo armor, I believe, not the frog armor. The frog armor we get in, I want to say, Blast Hornets level, or Gravity Beetles level. Now, you want to have the Tri-Thunder arm parts. You charge it and you smash the ground where that big boulder is, and then you will get the heart tank pretty easy. And the same thing for the armor for this part. You're going to get the Tri-Thunder and just smash it. And then go over here and you get the headpiece. Exile's freaking quick. I mean, take this sensor, it will upgrade your helmet. The upgrade will help you find hidden items based on satellite readings. You should be able to find the exact location of the items using ground-penetrating technology. X. So this is, in my opinion, this is one of the more useful helmet upgrades in terms of item collection. Not just for what it's about to do right here, but also for what it does at the level select screen. So it shows you a grid-based version of the map, and the items will glow red where the rooms are. And on the stage select screen, which is by far the more useful power of it, it will show you what items are in what levels, and then the pink items are the ones you have not gotten, the white items are the ones you already have gotten, so it's pretty useful. So this one will give us, we'll go to Crush Crawfish's level to get the Hawk right armor, which is down here at the very beginning of the level, which you're going to see right here. You're going to want to have the arm parts and Tri-Thunder, because you're going to Megaman X smash the ground, so, or Triad Smash, which it's kind of interesting that a thunder-based item will allow X to punch the ground and destroy stuff. But I guess thunder is the power of, thunder is the power of strength, I guess, because Thor and all that. So let's go ahead and check out the armor that we got from Talk to Seahorses level, which is the kangaroo armor, which is kind of very similar to the armor that we had in Megaman X2. And then the right armor we got in Talk to Seahorses level is the Hawk armor, which is a pretty nice armor. It's actually one of my favorite armors in Megaman X4, but it doesn't shoot missiles, it shoots lasers in Megaman X4. But it's still kind of cool. That's what it feels like, an upgrade in Megaman X4. Anyways, the other thing we're going to do here is we're going to take on that extra boss that I was talking about, and the other of Doppler's minions that has a vendetta against Exa. So I'm wondering who it is. Who could it possibly be? It shouldn't. It's from the way it sounded like this guy had a vendetta against X. So we're gonna find out who this person is. So go this way. That item right there, that health pickup, you can go ahead and grab it before you go down. Go down here, and you're gonna want to make sure that you have the spinning blade or the ray splasher to take on this boss if you want to completely destroy him. Otherwise, if you beat him, he'll just run away. So, Tri-Thunder kind of makes a lot of these enemies kind of, not super trivial, but it makes some of the smaller enemies just super, super easy to beat once they crash into the actual triangle. But that elevator that was down there, you can ride it up, but I've never been able to really figure out how to actually make it go up on command. I think maybe it goes up after you are on it a little bit. I tried pushing different buttons, it doesn't really go up, but we're going to go ahead, I'm going to actually use a spinning blade here. The actual weakness of the first form is actually going to be Parasite Bomb or Tornado Fang. Parasite Bomb we don't have, but we do have Tornado Fang. Oh, it's Vile! You're trapped, X. Vile! Zero and I destroyed you years ago. This factory is set to blow up in a matter of minutes. Until then, I'll try to keep you busy. So, Spin Blade is not his weakness, but it does do decent damage, and you can actually shoot as you're dashing above him, like what I'm doing. This is my preferred strategy, but I'm sure Tornado Fang is just as good if you can get the Fang to actually hit him twice. But Spin Blade is just as good. As long as you have the Ray Splash, you don't have to worry about running out of ammo to destroy Vile. Now, his armor that he's using right now, there will be a different version of this armor that he will use in Doppler's his Doppler fight in the last few levels of the game. But once you take out the right armor, he'll fight you on foot. His weakness is Ray Splasher or the Spinning Blade. I personally prefer to use Ray Splasher. This will basically whittle down his HP, and he's going to be stuck in this pattern. I mean, not because of the Ray Splasher, but just because of his programming. The little fire tornado he does shoot, the little flames that leaves underneath, you can touch it, it's not going to hurt. And afterwards he'll jump in the air and shoot those little pellets, his own version of Ray Splasher, if you will. And afterwards he'll rinse and repeat the little tornado thing. And so he's super easy. He's also super easy in Doppler's level as well. What makes him difficult is, quote-unquote difficult, is he has two forms. He has the right armor form and this form. So he's not difficult at all. And with that, we beat Vile and destroy him. Don't think that this is the end, X. I'll see you in X8. I will haunt you to the day you die. Ellipses. And with that, we beat Vile. So, pretty neat stuff. We don't have to worry about fighting Vile in Doppler 2, Doppler level 2, but I'll go ahead and show that fight off as well as the Bit and Bite fight in Doppler 2, because that's a unique fight as well. So, we're going to go here and we're going to get a timer. We're going to get 50 seconds, I believe, to get out of here in time. Or, yeah, 50. Don't worry about killing any of these enemies. Don't worry about getting the health pickups. Maybe the extra life if you worry about it, but your main concern is just to get out of here. The Triad Thunder is what I was trying to use. Those little drill bits will try to stall you because they'll block your path. Again, I don't know how to make the elevator go up, so I just use the Triad Thunder to block some of the damage from hitting me. If you're lucky, it'll prevent all the damage. If not, you'll get hit. Now, these sections, the bridges will fall, but make sure you dash jump over. That last section, it stops halfway in between, so you have to dash jump over it. I don't think that last one's a bottomless pit. I think there's a bottom to it, but it's meant to just stall you out, so you have to wall jump up, and then you waste a few more seconds. And so with that, we will be done with a little bit of cleanup. We'll go ahead and continue on to Gravity Beetle. And Gravity Beetle, actually, let me just double check. I think we're going to go fight Gravity Beetle now. So Gravity Beetle, one of the easier Mavericks. When I say easier, they're all easy with the weakness. But Gravity Beetle, in my opinion, is like the Frogman of Megaman X4. Not Megaman X4. Megaman X3. I got Megaman X4 on the mind. But little's known about Gravity Beetle's personality. He is very loyal to his brother Boomer Quanger, going as far as to betray the Maverick Hunters to avenge his death. Now, Gravity Beetle was originally a Maverick Hunter assigned to the 17th unit. After Quanger's death at the hands of X during Sigma's initial rebellion, Beetle wanted to avenge him. Upon learning of Doppler's rebellion in Doppler Town, Beetle abandoned his post, hijacking a transport from Hunter Base and converting it into an aerial fortress to join Doppler's forces. So, it sounds like he's a turncoat, but you know, we did kill his brother Boomer Quanger in Megaman X1, so you know, maybe I could understand that. It's not like he is a certain Maverick Hunter that we fight in Megaman X5 that you know, let bygones be bygones until something happened to him. But anyways, I digress. That's Megaman X5. This is Megaman X3. So you cannot get the Heart Tank and Boomer Quanger's level, Gravity Beetle's level, until you beat Blast Hornet. So you don't have to worry about that. The only item we're gonna get in this part is the stupid ass frog armor. And when I say stupid ass, I mean I don't like it. It's super slow. It doesn't really do anything. It does shoot like torpedoes, but they are not. They're not super useful in my opinion. And the only water levels in the game are if you beat Vile in the special boss fight with them, Doppler 2 will flood with water, and then talk to Seahorse's level. And I think that's it. So here's the frog armor. Stupid armor. Don't like it. It's the most useful of the 4 armors in my opinion. And so we're going to go ahead and go up here. Just be careful over all the enemies. There's nothing else that we have to worry about getting, so don't worry too much about anything else. Just play a level like normal. The Mavericks here are not going to be super difficult. They're kind of easy. There's health pickups kind of litter all over the place in some areas, like up there. So now we're going to go here, and I like to think this is the aerial fortress that Gravity Beetle's on. So go up the elevator. There'll be some items that you can pick up here. Go ahead and take out these mechanaloids, these Mavericks, whatever you want to call them. There'll be some health pickups. There'll actually be an extra life right there on the left on the 2nd tier on floor 7, I guess. And then when you get to the 3rd section, that's going to be more health and more item pickups. And then when you get to the 9th floor, that is when you can exit. Now you can go up here and you can get a rod armor. I think I am going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and use the hawk armor, I believe. The frog armor is absolutely useless. Once again, I don't care. If the frog armor is your favorite armor, then more power to you. But in my opinion, the frog armor absolutely sucks. So let's just go ahead and use the hawk armor just to show it off. Now I'm also going to show where the extra chip is. Is it in this one? No. The chip I'm thinking about I'm going to show off is in Blast Hornet's level. So let's go ahead and go this way. You need that health pickup, you can get it, but I'm not going to need it. It's pretty useful armor. It's the only armor outside the frog armor that has long distance capabilities. So once you get here, you have to ditch it because you can't wall jump with it, and it cannot fly high enough to get to this section. And once again, Acid Burst is kind of good because it will refill your energy, because the enemies have a much higher chance of dropping energy pellets for your weapons. But with that, let's go ahead and take on the man with the plan to hijack flying bases and making fortresses, Gravity Beetle. Now Gravity Beetle, super easy boss with his weakness, because he literally pulls a Frogman in the sense that he will just jump after getting hit with his weakness. Well, Frogman, well, as long as you hit him with the Mega Buster, he just jumped all over the place. Gravity Beetle's the same way, except he's just chumps and he's really heavy. Now he has technically 3 attacks. He has the Gravity Well, which turns the game into like a Pong game, because his Gravity Well will bounce all over the walls and try to hit you. Gravity Well will also be launched into the air and make the entire, not the entire ceiling a no-hit zone, because if you touch it, you take damage. But it also neuter your jump. It will increase his jump height, and well, you can't really wall jump to get away from him, because he jumps really high when he does that attack. And then he has a charge attack where he flashes a little bit and he smacks you with his horn and launches you in the air. Kind of like what Bite did to me when he's in Bite's fight. But with that, we get the Gravity Well weapon. Fantastic weapon. It's only useful for 2 things: getting the armor for X, the chest plate, and then beating Blast Hornet. And that's it. Otherwise, it's a pretty useless weapon in my opinion. I can't think of a reason why you'd want to use it. And let's just go ahead and check out what Gravity Well kind of does. Let's see. It doesn't really do anything special. I'm looking at it and it just really just... I didn't know that. Some trivia. The charged Gravity Well can be used to lift certain objects, most notably a piece of machinery in Bolt Catfish's stage that leads to the armor enhancement. Okay, no, that's actually what it was. I went stupid for a minute. I don't know why I was thinking about Crushed Crawfish's level. Okay, no, I did know that. My bad. Oh no, Phil, you're reading the guide just to know, trick people to know what you think. Anyways, I digress. I went stupid there for a second, but embarrassment. But so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go this way. The 3rd elevator is what you want in order to use the not Crush Crawfish's level. Charge the Gravity Well weapon to make a piece of machinery, a big piece of metal, basically float into the sky. That way you can get to the armor enhancement. I don't know why I was saying Crush Crawfish's level for some reason. I'm over here thinking, well, you need the right armor to smash into the ground. Can we really use the Gravity Well to lift that piece of floor off and then go underneath it? But anyways, I digress. So charge it and shoot right here, and it will lift this piece of metal up, and then you can get the armor upgrade here. Feel too real, you're full of shit. Anyways, enter this capsule X. This armor upgrade. Take this armor upgrade. The upgrade will decrease the damage done to your systems. As you receive damage, a defensive field will be generated to protect you. So what Dr. Light's saying is you can reduce damage with the chest piece. When you have this little armor shield around you, it will protect you a little bit more. I don't know how much more protection it gives you. I think it gives you like maybe it reduces damage by to a half, not by half, but to a half. So I guess really by half. Later on, we're going to upgrade that's going to reduce the damage to a quarter. So that's pretty cool. With that, we'll go ahead and tackle Blast Hornet. And Blast Hornet was actually the second command of Zero's unit. So let's see here. Blast Hornet, where are you? Blast Hornet used to be the second in command of the Maverick Hunter's Special Zero unit. When his superior Zero received a message from Dr. Doppler inviting him to Doppler Town, Blast Hornet went instead as Zero was busy. When the Sigma virus began infecting Reploids in the town, Blast Hornet fell victim to the virus too and became a Maverick, joining Doppler's army. He protected the army's weapon facility, which explains why we find the right armor, the Chimera armor in Blast Hornet's level. So we've already been through the majority of the level, but we'll go ahead and watch it play out again. We already got the two items we need here, which was the Heart Tank and the Chimera armor. Slow down your words, Phil. The Chimera armor. So really the only thing in here is a chip upgrade, which I haven't talked about the chips really, but the chip upgrades are individual upgrades to each armor piece that X has. Hand, foot, chest, and then head, with which this one I believe is the helmet upgrade. The helmet chip upgrade, which you will need the Hawk armor to get it. So you want to go up this way and get the right armor. We will not be getting the chip, but I just want to show off what they look like. And you can only get one of these. Once you get one, you cannot get the other three. Now, like with Megaman X Tradition, on one of the last levels in the final areas of the game, you can get a big upgrade to X. So let's see what Dr. Light says. Don't enter this capsule X. Better stuff up ahead. Install this energy chip. This chip will allow you to recover energy. Stand still, and the energy level will slowly increase. And I mean fucking slow. Remember X, your assistants can only handle one of the 4 enhancement chips. Enter this capsule only if you are sure you want to use the chip. No, seriously, don't do it. Trust me, don't do it. So I'm going to take Dr. Light's advice. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait until we get to Doppler 1, and then we will upgrade X to an even better version of, I guess, his armor in a way. I don't really like this armor as much as Megaman X1 or X2 especially. So go this way, we'll go through this door. We will fight the boss in here, which is, actually has a name. I think it's like Shuriken something, because I actually looked it up after, before I started recording this. So Shuriken. So it's like Shuriken, but instead of being K-E-N, it's K-E-I-N. His weakness is the Acid Burst. 6 will take him out. So if you take him out with the Acid Burst, that's awesome. And it's down. So now all we gotta do is just continue on. And then we can continue on to where we got the right armor. But we don't need to worry about getting the right armor because we already have it. So we can just go through this section. And the good thing is once we defeat Gravity Beetle, you will not have to worry about the fortress that Gravity Beetle stole, because I assume that is the fortress that Gravity Beetle had, and since we beat Gravity Beetle, it's no more. We've neutralized it, so you don't have to worry about that. So that's kind of cool that it fits into that that lore of Gravity Beetle, which is a nice attention detail. I rather do like that, or maybe it was retroactive from, I guess, Megaman X Dive, because I know there was a gacha version of Megaman X. Never played it, but I understand some of the artwork looks really cool. But anyways, Let's go ahead and go this way. And then we're going to be really close to Blast Hornet. Just continue on. This section right here, just destroy the these boxes. Make sure you dash underneath them. You don't want to be underneath them because you'll get smashed by a box, and that's no fun. Now, Gravity Beetle, Gravity Well is the weakness to Blast Hornet, and it's really easy. Just throw the Gravity Well. He will take damage. It doesn't have to make contact with them, because the nature of Gravity Well, it literally just floats in place, and he just takes damage, as you can see there. So super easy fight. He does have 3 attacks. He has a Stinger attack, which does a crap ton of damage, a lot of damage actually. The mini bee summons, which is what he does there, they will stick to the surface of the wall, or they will stick to X and deal constant damage to them until they blow up. And then he has a search attack, which, you know, he will shoot this little target laser, and then the bees will go towards you. And that's not a fun attack to avoid. It's a little bit difficult. And fun fact, that little laser, that little target, this Blast Hornet was actually my very first Maverick I tackled when I first played Megaman X3 blind. The very first time. It was not fun. He can be a bit of a difficult boss. I never beat him with just a Mega Buster, so lo and behold, I found out Blizzard Buffalo was the easier Maverick hunter or Maverick to take on the for your first Maverick. So with that, we'll get Blast Hornet's weapon, the Parasite Bomb, which it's okay. It's really only used to kill Blizzard Buffalo or Blizzard Buffalo, and I mean that's it. I don't really use it for anything else. And we'll get a little cutscene here with Dr. Kane and Zero, presumably if Zero's still alive. You haven't killed him off yet. Saying that he pulled some memory chips from the Mavericks, and he found out that Doppler's fortress is actually right smack dab underground in Doppler Town. So, pretty interesting. But he also knows that he's building a new battle body using the special abilities from the latest brand of Reploids and X-like battle body. And he thought, Dr. Kane thought that Dr. Doppler was building this body for himself, but Dr. Kane is informed that he cannot interface with the body, which makes everybody think that, well, it's not for him, it must be for Sigma! And, yeah, so Sigma is still alive, and Zero's like, can he still be alive? And a hidden laboratory has been pinpointed at point 0, which is smack dab in the middle of Doppler Town. So, we're going to go take the fight to Doppler, but first we are going to get the Heart Tank and Blast Hornet's Gravity Beetle's level. I get those two mixed up all the time. Gravity Beetle, Blast Hornet. So we're going to go there. Luckily, it's at the very beginning of the level, so we don't have to travel too far. And, oh, I didn't mention this, but Gravity Beetle's level is, I want to say out of the 8 Mavericks, I think Gravity Beetle's music is probably in my opinion, the best out of the 8 Mavericks. Maybe the entire game, I think. There's not a lot of music in Megaman X3 I love, but Gravity Beetle's level is probably my favorite track in the game. So let's go ahead and see right there. It's at the very beginning, so all we gotta do is get to the hangar. And once you beat Blast Hornet, we'll say Gravity Hornet, Blast Hornet, the red armors will turn these green weaker armors, so not super difficult. You can't really get the armor, the heart tank, the armor tank, the heart tank there. I'm getting tongue-tied all over the place. I'm glad this part's almost over. Once you beat Blast Hornet, the little boxes will disappear. It's presumably because there's no more deliveries to be made in Blast Hornet's level, because we destroyed him and we put a stop to his shenanigans. So get the heart tank, and that'll be it for this part, folks. I'll catch you in the next one. Later, and bye.